Now arriving at Lijiang Tower. Initiating match.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, and all of our non-binary friends, welcome in to WCU Esports. My name is JoJo's Mojo. Tonight I am joined by Sponge, and for the moment, Mountain Man and Disagree, coming in with WCU Black versus UBCO Serpents in what is the third or fourth competition for WCU Black this year.
We do apologize for that little bit of weirdness going on the screen, trying to figure it out, and then we did. So.
Speaking of some weirdness going on the screen, we do see a quick takeout on that Diva tank from Slumped on Robo Eagle of the Serpents, and Amphi gets picked first in this matchup as Mango finds them, Gummy finds Lazy, Majarshan finds Ishan and Niles, and Gummy then finds Robo Eagle. A team kill very early for WCU Black. Last week we did see WCU Black and Crimson facing off at the same time as this week. We apologize for the delay as well with the stream, as we were trying to figure out all the map, lobby, and team information. But so far, WCU up with a quick capture and a quick team kill on UBCO.
UBCO is starting to fight in here. Robo leading the team in, having a bit of a hard time pushing through this choke.
Ishan does pick off Mango there. And Majarshan Gummy loses the mech, so this fight is quickly swinging towards UBCO's favor as Lazy gets Tofu.
Gummy going out of mech here. Slumped. Dying.
Slumped with the genius Genji play of jumping off the side to avoid giving someone credit for a kill. Ishan does find Gummy though, putting WCU down almost their entire roster as it is just Tofu and Mango trying to get a little bit of chip damage while UBCO quickly retakes point.
It does seem like WCU is going off to the side here, maybe. They might be going for a little bit of a flank route, though UBCO is going back to point.
I mean, we are back on Lijiang, which seems to be a staple for all of WCU Overwatch. Looks like Gummy going to try and just get some chip damage in here to just finish out that ult and maybe get the ult on point.
WCU teleporting behind UBCO, trying to put pressure on their backline here.
And Gummy does push into Robo Eagle, who was chasing someone on WCU. In my opinion, a really smart play.
Two ults coming out here from WCU, both Kitsune Rush and Simwall.
Slumped and Mango both falling in that fight, though, and Majarshan off the edge as well.
That's going to be another teamfight win for UBCO. UBCO at 61%, while WCU at 38%.
WCU found that very early control, but not able to get it back quite yet. However, WCU is winning the ultimate is actually losing the ultimate contest now, as Amphi, as Reaper is about to have their ult, and WCU has popped 2 in that previous fight, which did not work in their favor.
Gummy popping ult there. This could be big. And he grabs the Reaper, but
and the Sojourn.
Wow. Remake on the Sojourn. Wow.
Remake, not something you typically see as a kill, but always a fun one.
Robo kill. Robo Eagle also popping their ult as well. Doesn't seem like it got anyone though.
I mean, I think that was found by Gummy's mitigation. I don't know quite what that is.
Oh,
and Lazy hops off the edge. Both teams having issues staying on top of the platform on Lijiang tonight.
Well, they are. I assume that they are probably trying to reset as fast as possible.
Something that we probably should look into as WCU slate here. But with that being said, WCU now holding control of point at 60%, UBCO at 98 in this in the very first competition of the round. A lot of team fight after team fight with this. Not a lot of just solo players going in, trying to backline, trying to get a touch or anything. It just is one big fight after the next.
That you can tell that Mej's turrets here are really screwing up UBCO. Mainly because, Symmetra is really big on Lijiang. Ooh, Reaper coming out here.
Only finding the mech of Gummy though.
UBCO getting very aggressive, popping 2 ults.
Finding 4 of WCU, and Tofu's going to hop off and just let it go off, and that will be it, because I don't think WCU has time to get back.
Can anybody touch? Nope.
No one can touch in that round, so UBCO in a very close-fought battle, up 1-0 in this round of the series. or in this round of the first game of the series.
Complications around within a match within a series.
English is amazing, and we love esports English especially. I know that Mountain Man and I have had a few discussions on stream about names. The names of everything for esports, be it the players, be it the characters, be it the maps, are all just weird. And apparently, game terminology too, of round versus game versus match or series.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go in round 2 though.
Capture the objective.
And it looks like WCU and UBCO are both going to go for the same strategy of that Symmetra TP up top. And Robo Eagle tries to get a boop off of the edge, flying up as D.Va, not quite able to do so.
WCU putting pressure on Robo Eagle right now. Robo going out of mech here. Gummy also out of mech as well.
Slump does find Robo Eagle though very quickly. WCU looking to be winning this team fight so far as as Lazy comes back, takes out Majarshin. A non-stop team fight as Slumped is May. I typically see May coming out from Tofu in most games where he plays, but Tofu being on support tonight as Kiriko, or at least for this game. And Tofu now on his own, gonna get taken out. It is going to be a heavy win for UBCO, getting an early lead. WCU now regrouping Majarshin and Gummy. My apologies for forgetting the name there. Both waiting back for the rest of their team to show up so they can all charge in as one. Doing a little bit of chip damage. UBCO only at 25%. A little bit slower start to this game. A huge fight at the start. No one really winning that team fight. But UBCO does use that as a chance to take control. And Gummy's going to be focusing on those Symmetra turrets from UBCO, taking them all out.
Oh, Slumped ulting here. They do catch the Sim, although Lucio does ult.
Lucio beat does save UBCO there. Because of that May Blizzard, it could have done a lot. Slump finds Ishan. Robo Eagle finds Gummy's mech. And there's going to be the ult from Robo Eagle as Majarshin takes them out. And it is now going to be just a contest of touch rate for the moment, as WCU trying to regain control of this map, or of this round in the game, to keep them alive.
UBCO seems to be staggering themselves thin here. Or wait, they might actually be able to pull this back. Ooh, I think I might have spoke too soon there.
Ooh, Majarshin with a triple kill.
Ooh.
One of those on the mech and one of those on the D.Va themselves, but still enough to give WCU possession here. They are now underway to try and tie up the percentage game to regain the control fully.
Although Gummy will be starting this fight out of mech here, which could be very, very dangerous for WCU, so they'll probably have to be playing slow here.
Well, as we say that, Gummy gets the mech back, and Gummy only 20% away from getting the D.Va ult. Slumped another 10% away from Blizzard. Once again, Majarshin almost at wall. Mango very close to getting the nano boost as well, whereas UBCO only has Suzu to, right?
Yeah, Suzu.
To go in. Kitsune Rush.
Ooh, Gummy ulting there.
Finding no one, Robo Eagle does find Slumped in that fight. Ishan gets slept there by Mango. Majarshin gonna probably wall here soon.
Kitsune Rush does come out.
It might be a trade of Kitsune Rush, but there is a nano boost coming from Mango. Majarshin does wall.
Gummy
Tofu
very
almost with Kitsune Rush. And now UBCO in a great position where they have almost all of their, or they have just about have 3 of their 4 ults. Whereas WCU only close to 1.
UBCO's Symmetra shield hopping here.
Mango picks Niles, but Amphi does pick Gummy in that fight. Amphi gets picked off by Tofu now. And WCU up 70% from when we last checked in on that total.
Well, WCU winning fights after fights here. Hopefully, knock on wood.
Knock on wood as best as we can in this woodless office that we are streaming from. But this is definitely approaching Final Fight territory, as Mountain Man does like to say. Gotta pay homage to the person who allows us to be able to stream and pass. As WCU is at 93%, this team fight right here is going to be the deciding factor. We see Lucio beat and Kitsune Rush come out. D.Va is about to ult here.
Ooh, they catch Gummy in the remake here.
And we are now in overtime. Majorcan does find Ishan and Niles, so it isn't. And then Majorcan also finds Amphi. It is going, and then finds Lazy. 4 kills coming from Majorcan there.
Majorcan going off on UBCO.
Majorcan getting the team kill there. And WCU wins with that. That is incredible. Slump does find Ishan at the end to keep that touch away. What a round.
That Mej Sim, especially on Lijiang, that's something you can't really mess with, especially for UBCO.
I mean, WCU Black, after last week, had a lot to look back on and be proud of with their match against Crimson. UBCO, we haven't, I don't know if we've seen them play this season so far. Doesn't seem like we have. WCU Crimson has yet to play them.
We actually have, maybe like a few weeks ago.
Oh,
I remember
really?
casting that one. I remember thinking, you know, that's an odd name for a person, because it was like Y.
Oh, yeah,
whatever.
that's right. Y is a sub on this team. Why their name is Y, I could not tell you. All I can tell you is the how, and right now WCU Black is showing that the how is looking back on what we know that they can do and executing as well as they can. We do see Majorcan sticking with the Sim for now, and Slump has changed over to Tracer, so that Pulse Bomb could make a difference there. Ishan does find Slump at the start of this round.
Ishan looking to get the pick onto Mej, or maybe Tofu. Uses the railgun shot on Gummy. Gummy out of mech now.
Mej gets picked by Amphi, and Slump does take the mech of Robo Eagle.
Looks like both WCU supports are trying to either get poke picks or leave.
I think they're just trying to play back a little bit so then the rest of their team can come back in, but still put on enough pressure to where UBCO doesn't have a comfortable control. But UBCO does find that quick control on that point again, which so far in this round, whoever has gotten control first has lost it and lost the round. So we might see, or we hopefully will see that hold up as WCU is now taking on this fight. Majorcan picking off Amphi here. Lazy and Niles both dropping a little bit, but getting back up to health quickly. Tofu, Mango, Majorcan on WCU, and Gummy all have their ults. Robo Eagle almost has theirs.
Lucio coming out here. Mej also ulting, trying to find anyone he can. Ooh,
nearly gets Robo Eagle, but I mean, overall, a pretty decent trade so far as WCU is winning this team fight and is now pushing a 1v2 with Kitsune Rush on point to try and get anything. There is a Diva ult coming out.
Ooh, Reaper does ult, picks Gummy, but Gummy picks him right back with his ult.
I mean, that's a decent ult trade there.
Ooh, and Slump sticks the Diva, gets picked off.
Uses Tracer's ability to go back a little bit in positioning and does get picked with that ult from Diva.
The revenge of the ult so far with this fight.
And right now WCU very low in terms of their ults. UBCO coming back up quickly, just popping Kitsune Rush. As Mango finds Amphi and Ishan, and Majorcan finds Ishan, Niles finding Tofu there, Gummy finding Robo Eagle's mech, Niles finding Mango. A lot of just kill after kill trade.
UBCO's very much staggering themselves, but it's ending up winning them this fight.
And right now it's looking like it's going to win them the game, but Tracer, or Slump does get the touch twice now. Looking to get a third touch, maybe a pick.
UBCO fighting tooth and nail just to keep it.
And WCU needs to get the touch here. Tofu gets the touch to keep it alive. Don't know if anyone's going to get back in time for WCU, and they won't.
That is a UBCO match win.
We'll have to see what the play of the game is here, but now UBCO goes up 1-0 on WCU. And Majorcan does get the play of the game as Symmetra. I mean, this was unreal for Majorcan here to keep WCU in that series and keeping them alive. A wonderful team kill from Majorcan there. But we will be back just as soon as we can once round 2 starts.
Now entering King's Row. Initiating match.
And welcome back into round 2, WCU Black versus UBCO Serpents. We now have hybrid where you need to control and then push. WCU here in yellow, UBCO here in purple, and I believe it is going to be UBCO attacking first. Which, I mean, if that's, I would hope that I'm correct about that. I'm not entirely sure.
They should be attacking first. We'd actually, yeah, they're attacking first.
And we do see UBCO switching out some of their characters. We do see a Widowmaker here, probably to get that top snipe game going early. Moira coming in as well with Winston instead of their Diva. And WCU having the Reinhardt Torbjorn as opposed to the Diva and May / whatever else Slumped played. Tracer. And Boo does come in on heals as well.
Got me staring into our eyes right here.
Oh yeah.
It got me playing Reinhardt is a very interesting pick because you never really see him play Reinhardt at all. I think he played Reinhardt maybe like all of twice last season.
I mean, it could be that this team knows that he doesn't play Reinhardt much, which is why he chooses it. Ishan does quickly find that Torbjorn turret, but I mean, right now WCU just trying to keep control of the point, not wanting to overcommit. Slumped does pick off Wise with Widowmaker, which is honestly kind of a big pick early on.
Oh yeah, definitely, especially denying that Widow of the high ground. That's pretty big.
And oh, we do see Roboglee switching over to Diva once again now. Instead of the Winston, Gummy is almost down. Getting healed up here. Mej getting low as well. My lord.
WCU popping off of the point while UBCO takes it in front of them. Gummy going in on the Diva. Both Gummy and Mej putting pressure. Lazy does go down. Robo does take out Gummy. Robo takes out Slump.
And it looks like for now, Robo's going to keep the mech suit, although it was quite low. Why, as the, my goodness, Hanzo now taking out Mej with a headshot.
That name kind of screwed with me last time I casted for UBCO. Why? That really kind of.
I mean, you just got to ask why they're doing certain things.
Well, yeah, maybe. Gummy switching over to the Sigma. This is something I'd like to see more than him being on the Rhine.
Slumped shows that he is also willing to go with the Hanzo. And, I mean, Hanzo on this map is pretty solid. I can't say too much against it. We do see the Hanzo ult from UBCO not finding anyone. Gummy finding Niles.
Lazy nearly going down in that fight. Kitsune Rush coming out.
Majarshan picks off Ishan. Lazy's going to go down to Slumped. Majarshan's going to pick off Robo Eagle's mech, and Gummy's going to finish off Robo Eagle himself. And Slumped picks off Y.
That's a fight win for WCU.
I mean, that's a team kill for WCU. That is huge. 4.5 minutes left to go before UBCO has to get to this first checkpoint. And WCU showing that with a small lineup change, they are going to be in control.
Robo Eagle possibly looking to see if they can get off the Diva Bomb anywhere.
WCU about to have 3 ults in contrast to UBCO's 4. We do see Kitsune Rush come out and Robo Eagle's mech come out, or the Diva ult come out. Finds no one, but does find someone on the remech. Once again, Boo gets taken out. Niles finding Majarshan, Ishan finding Slumped, Robo finding Gummy, And this is going to be a team kill once again, but this time in UBCO's favor.
UBCO. I don't know what it is, but they love getting that remake kills.
Apparently, Robo Eagle definitely showing that they know how to play D.Va with the remake especially. I know that for some other D.Vas that I've seen, they like to remake out of the fray just to give them that extra second to heal back up again, but...
This one's a little bit of a daredevil we got on our hands.
Slumped quickly picks off Niles,
Ooh,
though.
man.
And Y about to go down here, too. Majarshan with the help of Boo and Slumped.
WCU very quick. That was very quick pressure on UBCO.
I mean, WCU did get
catch
team
that.
killed, and they wanted to just jump back in and not give them that first point. If WCU can hold this first checkpoint, then that means that UBCO really has to keep them further back than this when WCU goes on attack. But for now, WCU still defending, and still defending strong. I think that side push was a little bit of a distraction, trying just to push, or trying just to bait out some of the shields and attacks from WCO, or from WCU, not WCO.
Ooh, Ishan gets slept in the middle of his ult. Oh, gets slumped too. Gummy having to fight.
And that is going to be just about a team kill. And there's the team kill once again. Oh my goodness. This match is just going to be team kill after team kill, I think.
Oh, yeah. No contest. It's either WCU team killing them or it's UBCO team killing WCU.
I really want WCU to get this team kill here, though, and push... Oh, Y gets 2 quick kills on Slumped and Boo. Oh my goodness. Slumped switched from the Hanzo to the Widowmaker. Bajarshan staying strong as Symmetra. Gummy now switching from Sigma over to D.Va.
Oh, Y camping out that spawn right there. Slumped trying to get
Oh.
it. Gummy forcing Y out there.
Bajarshan gets picked off by Ishan really quickly, and there goes the Symmetra teleport as well. So now Gummy on top alone against almost all of UBCO, or of the Serpents. I'll just go with that from now on. It is just a fight after fight. I want WCU Black to hang in here, but it looks like they're going to be struggling a bit to do so. We do see the mech go down. There's the explosion, not finding anyone. Bajarshan picks off Y. Gummy gets Niles, and Ishan gets the mech of Robo Eagle. Robo Eagle does find Majarshan though, and Robo Eagle's gonna, or Lacey's gonna fall here to Gummy, and then Tofu's gonna find Robo Eagle.
Another team kill for WCU, able to stop them at 241.
Oh my goodness, that was brutal. WCU really has to do a lot to hold them out here. 3 ults, 1 on the way, but I mean, that's a lot of time to hold off a very small amount of distance.
Oh, and WCU.
Ooh, there's the Hanzo ult.
Second ult. Third ult for the Serpents coming out.
And
WCU
I believe
also popping all 3 ults as well.
It's going to be a huge battle here, and I think this one might decide if WCU stays alive for a while longer or not.
Both tanks out of mech.
And Y gets the pick on Gummy. There it is.
Going in the backline trying to pick off the Sojourn here. Both DPS.
Y picks off Slumped.
Mej trying to put...
Ishan picks off Boo, and WCU does have that nicety of the respawn right there, but they are going to get almost fully killed there. Just needing a touch, and there's the touch, but it's... Oh my goodness.
Might not be enough for the rest of Black to get in. Oh, slumped on.
WCU just trying to stall as long as they can. Not too sure if they're going to be able to stall much longer, though.
Mej placing the teleporter right on point, trying to get any picks he can. Y constantly getting ults onto WCU. Gummy coming back. Ooh.
Gummy does get lazy there. Y finds both Boo and Majarshan. Ishan finding Slumped. Both Divas still in their mechs for the time being. Gummy, as I say that, gets taken out by Y. Robo Eagle's gonna pop the ult, gets the remake onto Tofu once again. That remake is disgusting from Robo Eagle. That is something that WCU really has to work to try and figure out. That remake is not nice.
WCU did have to fight tooth and nail. However, we did whittle them down to a minute exactly. So I think if we can definitely get more time than UBCO currently, we definitely have a chance in the next rounds.
And even then, I think that any solid push here from WCU proves that we have more than just a chance. And that WCU Black showed last week against Crimson that they're not willing to go down without a huge fight, and they are not going to, and they will take whatever they can get at this point. I mean, Black is trying to show that they belong in this division and having some troubles these first few weeks against really strong teams. But I think that Black really does have a good shot tonight, and so long as they don't get into their own heads, they're going to end up successful. And right now we see almost the exact same lineup. Boo, however, instead of being Anna, now a Lucio. No sniper coming out from WCU, which is a little interesting, being that the spawn is right here.
I definitely think WCU's probably trying to play dive comp here, especially into UBCO. They might actually be looking to maybe pick one of their DPS before the fight starts. Well, before the fight can continue on, basically. WCU moving up to the choke here, looking to just get some information. Mej,
the backline Symmetra, the Symmetra teleporter, trying to just do some damage to whoever they can. Y does find Majarshin there, and Slump's Gummy gonna back out along with the rest of WCU as they try and just get the numbers back to stay in this fight.
WCU did lose Mej though, so I think they were definitely trying to get back their Symmetra before they could do anything, because that Symmetra is definitely very big into the Diva. WCU looking to go around the statue, maybe trying to hopefully get in. Oh, WCU trying to pick up the Sojourn here.
And right now WCU trying to take what they know that they can do and pick off one or two of the opposing team instead of trying to just take a few, instead of what we saw a little bit earlier and trying to get as much damage done as they can. A lot of trades here both ways. It's looking to be almost a 3-on-3. The remake now onto Robo Eagle, a taste of their own medicine from Gummy. Gummy does find Ishan, and that is going to be enough to get a team kill. And WCU now going to get full control of this point with 2.5 minutes left.
WCU going to be able to gain some traction here at 5 minutes now.
And they're going to probably try and take this momentum and carry that through all the way to checkpoint 1.
Yeah, Gummy looking to try and get UBCO out of their way before they can even push the payload that far.
Gummy losing a decent bit of health there. WCU almost at 3 ults, but UBCO almost at all 5. It seems to be that UBCO likes to pop most of their ults at once, whereas WCU likes to use theirs a bit more sparingly. As we see Kitsune Rush come out from Tofu and Majarshin be popping Symmetra Wall. Gummy now out of the mech. Y finding Slump. Slump finding Y. Y finding Gummy's mech. Slump does find Y just before that, and Niles gets a headshot onto, I believe that was Slumped.
Even if WCU's tank did go out, or, well, mech did go out, WCU has pushed it much farther at this point than UBCO.
And here we see WCU, we do see Boo with Beat, wondering if that's going to come out soon. Ishan and Y both looking for a good chance to use their ults. Oh, and Robo Eagle gets taken out there by Majarshin.
Gummy taking advantage of UBCO not having a tank.
Chasing down
gets the Kiriko.
Oh! And Gummy gets the headshot on Y.
As he was ulting too. Wow, WCU being white hot on this offense right now.
That was a daring attempt from Gummy, and oh my word, did it pay off.
Very much paid off. WCU having exponentially more time here than UBCO. UBCO does have bomb, though. They might be looking to get WCU off the point.
And they will. Robo sends it up into the air to try and take someone out. Ooh, man. Niles finds Boom. Majarshin does find Robo Eagle just before that with the Symmetra turret, though.
WCU nearly pushing it here. Can they do it?
2.8.
Kitsune Rush coming out.
2 and some change, or just about 3 meters before getting that point all the way to that first check, or the payload to the checkpoint. And a huge team fight with WCU, losing a lot of health there. Majarshin does pop Symmetra Wall. Gummy going to be looking to remake here. Does find Ishan. Gets the remake off. And Robo Eagle already out of the mech once again. Gummy does find Y as well with that. Majarshin now finding Lazy. Has Lazy ulted, so Beat almost fully wasted there. Majarshin and Boo finding Robo Eagle and Niles. WCU with 4 minutes left to get the point to the final, or down this final stretch.
I don't even think UBCO got to this point at 4 minutes.
No, they did not. WCU with a lot more time, a little bit more of a relaxed position that they can take, but they still need to keep this pressure up. If they lose this pressure and they lose this momentum, I think that this fight will go very differently. As Ishan almost gets taken out there, Gummy getting pretty low on the mech, gonna hide behind the wall there for half a second. Decides to charge in against the McCree.
Stops the high noon.
Oh my goodness, and the Kitsune Rush comes out from WCU. Ishan finds Majarshin there. Majarshin does find Robo Eagle's tank though, or mech suit.
Slump looking to pick the Kree here.
Ishan finds Gummy's suit, and then Boo. Y getting slumped. And Niles finding Gummy. WCU gonna probably take a second, try and regroup here. Tofu almost falls. Does fall.
Does go down.
Boo and Majarshin now both with their ults. Gummy very close to theirs.
WCU finally going down on their offense here.
Took almost all round to do so, but WCU, like Sponge did say, just fell down on their offense, and I think that we might see a push here with the Diva mech suit. And
This
we
could
will.
be big.
Oh, a triple kill from
He
Gummy,
gets
gets Lazy Niles, and Y gets both supports. UBCO going to be down and out for a little bit here as they try and hold on. Robo is about to fall out of the mech. Does. Ishan, Robo gets quickly picked there by Slump. We do see Symmetra Wall come out. We might see a beat from Boo here. Gummy finds Niles.
The WCU train, it doesn't stop.
Ooh, the pulse bomb finding Ishan and Y by Slumped. And WCU getting the point really fast.
WCU at 2 minutes and 28 seconds, a full minute and a half ahead of UBCO. That's going to force UBCO to attack, and that's going to put a lot of pressure on their team.
That was insane from
That was
WCU. And I think that is this one just push as far as you can, right?
Well, first they've got they have to essentially get the point, and then they have to push as far, but the point's not even guaranteed for this team. If WCU keeps playing like they have been, we could very much stop UBCO here.
I mean, UBCO only has 1 minute to try and get this point if memory serves with how this works. And WCU going to stick with their lineup right now. The only confirmed lineup similarity for UBCO Serpents is Y with the McCree. And am I right on that? The Serpents only have 1 minute to get onto that point and get control.
Yes, they only have that minute left. UBCO probably looking to maybe make some changes here into WCU, probably trying to pick Robo Eagle, go Sigma.
And we do see the Hanzo come back out for Y, so Y looking to be more of a sniper for the Serpents. But for your Mountaineers, we're going to see the exact same lineup. Jay Rizzo, as a spectator, saying Conway the Machine, more than likely in reference to his own team.
Well, I mean, he did plug in that song during between rounds, so gotta love Jay Riz.
I mean, gotta love Jay Riz, especially last week, trying to shell out his SoundCloud.
UBCO taking a very aggressive stance here, almost taking out Majarshin.
I mean, they have to take an aggressive stance here because WCU has a lot more time than UBCO to try and get back onto the point and get control.
Gummy also getting very, very aggressive here, trying to keep UBCO from even touching the point.
I think for the moment that WCU is just going to try and stall out as far as they can.
Oh, wow, WCU pulling a reverse onto UBCO, trying to get out their backline before they could do anything.
Lazy finds the mech suit, but Slump does find Niles, one of the healers, down now for UBCO. And we do see Lazy instead of Lucio as Baptiste with that immo field. That could come in clutch. But Slumped and Majarshin both get kills. Slumped also gets Robo Eagle there. And that is a team kill with 10 seconds left. Kiriko's going to have to rush alone.
9. Ooh. Kiriko, can she touch? Can they touch?
Kiriko has to try and get a touch here if they get the boot.
Oof.
And any sort of touch here from UBCO will be successful. We do see a 3-3 contest on point here, but they are down a healer. Lazy is, in fact, back to the Lucio, just trying to get that speed back up. Slumped with the Pulse Bomb, finds Doomfist. Y gets taken out. Lazy gets taken out. Ishan looking to be taken out here. Trying to get the touch, gets it off successfully. Finds Slumped. Boo gets Ishan, though, and that is a team kill for WCU, and that's it for the overtime.
WCU, all they had to do is get one tick onto the point, and that's game.
I mean,
Well,
they have over double the time to do so, and we saw how close, how fast the Serpents were able to get onto that point. Again, if WCU keeps that pressure and keeps that intensity, they are going to quickly take this point and quickly take this round.
WCU looking very good here.
I wonder, though, what happens if WCU doesn't hold out and both teams don't get that point?
Well, if WCU cannot get this point here, that means UBCO will end up getting a point. I believe that's how it works. Or no? I guess they tie this round.
It is a round tie, so then neither team gets a score there, and it will go into a fifth or a sixth map if needed.
I think at the most it might go into, well, at the minimum it'll go into a fourth.
At the minimum, it will be forced to 4 because a team needs 3 map wins to take the victory.
However, that is not to count out WCU Black whatsoever.
Yeah, no, WCU Black has all of the momentum on their side. That they had a small break between rounds. They took about 5 minutes just to regather their bearings, and it seems to have paid off, changing the momentum fully in this match. Dis here with us. Anything you want to say, Dis, from what you've seen?
Both sides playing very aggressive. WCU definitely coming out on top for sure. As we just saw, stopping an entire push, we do see WCU actually take the high ground. Again, this is also what they got point off of last time.
Slump picked a quick Mercy kill there, and Gummy finding Ishan.
And this might be the match actually right here as 3 go down.
WCU
And there's going to be the 4th with, Y barely gets saved there. Robo Eagle looking to be...
Gummy really wanting to take out Y here.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't blame them. Does take out Y, and then Slump gets Robo Eagle, and WCU with there's a contest now on point with a Tracer coming in, just trying to keep getting touches and get back out. Just do some little chip damage from the back line. Almost picks off Slumps. Does get Slumps. Majarshan gets lazy, though. And Niles. I realize how that sounded coming out. And WCU takes point, tying the match up 1-1. What a round from WCU.
Yeah, what a round from WCU. Went from having an okay defense to a white-hot offense.
I mean, there is nothing that you can do there defensively against that. That was just a stunning show of force from WCU, tying this match up.
Alrighty, when we come back, we will be on an escort map.
But we will be back in a minute once we figure all that out. And welcome back. Now we are on Game 3 at Circuit Royale, a pure escort map. Oh, this is the first map I played for WCU's Overwatch team.
It is.
Good old days of having that, but for now, nope. JoJo's Mojo once again joined by Sponge and Dis in this round. Mountain Man has gone home, and J-Riz has just said France in chat.
J-Riz might be a little bit confused, but that's okay.
J-Riz is always confused.
Oh, I've
But
never
we-
He is
noticed
correct.
This.
Oh!
This actually is France, so not to diss Jayrus or anything.
Oh, I thought
but
it was
Jay
Morocco.
is. Oh no, it is Morocco. You are correct. I remember that it is Morocco. But France is another one of the spots for the Grand Prix. So
Isn't Morocco more well known though?
Maybe.
I
I
thought
would
this is
argue
where
Paris
like
is definitely more well known than Morocco. But
this was like, well, in terms of like the actual place, yes. I was talking about specifically the racing scene.
it's a hit or miss depending on where you're from in the world.
I mean, I
would
guess
say.
they never miss, huh?
Yeah.
Anyway, we do not see any.
TikTok?
Hit or miss.
I don't know if I want to let that go, ladies and gentlemen. But okay.
We do see Boo back on Lucio once again, going to absolutely shred Boo for missing any shots, as I did the previous stream for R6.
WCU going. I mean, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I guess.
I mean, that is definitely the way to do things. Oh my goodness! And there is a sentry turret already gone from from Majarshan's Symmetra. And WCU, oh my goodness, Gummy about out of tank, is out of tank here. And Tofu very low for a second there.
Edge getting some hits there.
And there was the pick from the Zenyatta, a new addition to this match for the supports. I cannot speak, but that is okay. Ishan does get a pick, or a melee off on Majarshan, my apologies. And Y is now playing a Widowmaker, trying to chill in the back, get some quick snipes.
WCU had.
Ooh.
Ooh, Gummy gets picked just before he could get back in the mech. WCU might be looking to try and stall here.
I think that they're going to have to try and stall for the moment as they try and get the rest of their team up. UBCO Serpents definitely already at the first checkpoint and going to reach it uncontested. We will see a push from Ishan and Robo Eagle going in. We do see now Gummy switching over to Sigma to match Robo Eagles. And it looks like there are going to be no other roster changes right now from WCU. And still no changes as of yet on the Serpents' behalf. I think Serpents have their attack and their defense lineups. Robo got stunned there for half a second, but Robo does have the ult already. Lazy with their ult too. Boo the closest on WCU at 97%, which is a little worrisome. UBCO Serpents about to have 3 ults. WCU only about to have 2 between Slumped and Boo.
Boo definitely gonna have to be making this ult count if they even want a chance to survive this attack. Although UBCO really putting the pressure on WCU as of right now.
Slumped grabs the ammo field and Boo cleans up with Lazy and Ishan. Majarshan finding Robo Eagle there. It's going to be a 3-person kill against UBCO. WCU holding them not too far after that first checkpoint. Majarshan just trying to get a few easy picks here, or just trying to at least put the pressure on to make UBCO back off for half a second. Does get a small bit of damage there. But everyone except for Y has their ult on UBCO's side. And Y almost falls there. Y does end up picking up Boo, though, after being saved by Lazy. Gummy using the ult.
Gummy,
Or no,
going
Gummy
down
gets
here.
ulted on my apologies. Boo used Beat not too
WCU.
long ago, but...
Well,
and we do
what-
say a waste of a Kitsune rush from Tofu. My apologies for cutting you off there, Sponge.
No, it's okay. It was just the rest of WCU barely getting out. Oh, never
As
mind.
we say that, they're getting chased down
I should
by
stop
the Serpents.
talking.
You are the definition of commentator's curse tonight, buddy.
I am. Sheesh.
That's okay, though. Things happen just as well as they can or as poor as they can. And WCU here
WCU.
does get the touch to keep it from that second point. Not going to last for too long, though, as Gummy gets taken out by all 5 of UBCO. Boo does switch over to Baptiste there. And, I mean, it didn't look to work in their favor. Majarshan picks off Niles, but gets picked by Ishan, and Robo picking off Slumped. WCU on a closer respawn than the Serpents are. But the Serpents are going to have possession, or are going to have control of this map here, as they just need to round this final corner and get down that main hallway. The one choke point that is probably the easiest to get around.
Yes, by far. Although, we will have to see if WCU is going to be able to stand up to UBCO's offense as of right now, because UBCO been really hot on the offense tonight.
I mean, right now, UBCO's offense is definitely taking control, but WCU's defense struggling a little bit, as we do see Slumpbro use as we see Slumped pop the pulse bomb, not able to catch anyone with it. Gummy looking for a good opportunity to use the Sigma ult, which I don't know what that name is. Slump does pick off Lazy and Niles, though. 2 healers down for UBCO. Robo Eagle does pick off Slumped real quick. Lazy just gets back in, not quite able to get back into this fight, though. Ishan and Robo a little low there for a few seconds as their healers both went down. Go ahead and just turn this down a bit because we are definitely loud in the arena, even as casters. The two supports on UBCO's side both have their ults. The only one on WCU's is Gummy, and looking for a good opportunity to use it, not able to find one thus far. Majorshin does get out of there with the teleporter. Gummy picks off Y, and there goes the Baptiste ult. It's gonna do a lot against WCU here. Niles picks off Gummy.
Shredded Gummy there.
I mean, Zenyatta's great at being an offensive support. You really don't need to do too much in terms of actual support and healing because all you have to do is throw the orb, and then that attack is just disgusting. And that melee from Zenyatta as well is stupidly busted. WCU about to have 4 ults here with 3 minutes left to defend this point. Oh, and they get ulted on. Gummy's gonna fall. Oh, Gummy gets saved by the ammo field. Who's ammo field there? Absolutely saves everyone. We see Symmetra Wall and Tofu's Kitsune Rush come out.
Kind of can't do anything, especially when they back up that far from Kitsune.
Niles gets sniped by Niles, though.
Why ulted there?
Gummy now ults, not able to find anyone with it. Slumped and Boo, the only two on WCU side that have their ults left. Ishan finds Majorshin. Majorshin is knocked out. Slumped now ults, finds Lazy and Niles with the tire. Y finds Gummy, and Ishan finds Slumped. Tofu finding Y, but that's not going to be enough. WCU really has to get back in and somehow stay alive in this with 2.7 meters left to go and 2 minutes left on the clock. Is WCU going to have the ability to get back and take more time off? And right now it's looking like they very well could. Actually,
WCU changing the tides here.
Oh, and a lot of pressure from WCU there, as I thought that was as sure as gone.
That looked like it would be gone.
I mean, 2.5 meters left. You can't get much closer than that to stall, especially for like another 30, 40 seconds. Goodness. WCU having wasted all of their ults there, or having used all of their ults, my apologies, not wasting. But strategically using their ults there to stall as long as possible. I think that is their game plan at the moment. Just try and stall out this last fight as long as they can, because they know they have that respawn right there. Y picking off Gummy. WCU not going to have to try and just stay in this as much as possible while Gummy respawns. And Y almost gets taken out there. Niles gets picked by Slumped. Ishan about to fall here as well. Robo getting close. Lazy got down pretty far and then is able to get back up. Majorshin picks off Robo. Slumped and Majorshin both a little bit low, but Gummy does find Y. Ishan and Lazy now the only two on UBCO Serpents still left in it. And WCU trying to keep it for the last 45 seconds of this round. Just off of point. Oh my goodness.
WCU, again, holding them right at the last second. Down to... Ooh, we might actually be seeing the final fight here soon.
I mean, this is definitely final fight territory, as UBCO is going to be grouping up once again as all 5 come in. This will be the last fight of this round, regardless, as we hit below 30 seconds. Majorshin at their ults. Tofu almost at their ult. Slumped almost at their ult. Boo getting close. Gummy getting close. Everyone about at all of their ults. Did you see Baptiste wall come, or Baptiste window come from UBCO? A triple kill on Slump's Riptire finds Niles, Ishan, and Lazy. Y gets picked by Slumped, and Robo gets taken out. That is a team kill, and that is going to end this round. Oh my god.
Popping off on the Junkrat tonight.
4 kills there of that team kill to end the round. WCU in what seemed to be a sure as, I mean, the sun rising, going to lose that round. Hold on with 2 meters to go.
WCU really pulling that back at the end there, giving us a show.
And now we got to see if WCU's white-hot offense will continue from what we saw last round. The escort being the strongest part of WCU's gameplay. The getting to the control, a little bit of a struggle, but once they got that escort, they ran with it. So I think that this escort right here is going to be probably the hardest fought battle we will see from WCU Black, especially, or namely, tonight.
Oh, yes, definitely.
I do want to see if we're going to see any lineup changes here, and we do. Slump switching back to the Tracer. Boo going to stay as Lucio. Majorshin as always, running that Symmetra. We do see Y as Ashe here, which is a little bit of an interesting choice, being that we've seen Y to be a bit more of a sniper, and I think that here on defense, Hanzo and or Widowmaker would be a bit better, Namely, is you can get that high ground and just shoot down and not have to worry too much, especially against someone like Junkrat or Tracer, where getting up to that higher ground is an issue.
Yes, definitely. Although, I do think UBCO might be trying to hold Cafe up here, and if they can successfully hold it, this is going to be very hard for WCU to break. Although, WCU is going for a bit of a dive comp here, so we might actually see some good fights starting out.
I mean, I think the fact of the matter is that Symmetra from WCU and Majarshin is one of the harshest things to try and counter. Gummy going to go back to the Diva, though, something I didn't quite notice earlier, but we will see mostly the same lineup composition from WCU. Once again, just trying to have that Diva go in, take some damage. Oh, and gets picked off by the Orb of Discord because of the Zenyatta there. My apologies. I am just struggling with names tonight. Lazy getting shredded a little bit too. Ishan almost falling as well. I mean, right now it's just who's going to take the upper hand earlier. And WCU is pushing, so it looks like UBCO will be trying just to hold Cafe. Well, WCU is going to have to try and find a way around. And I think that Symmetra teleporter to the back would be helpful. Slumped hiding behind the payload here.
Slumped. Really pushing the payload.
I mean, getting that payload forward is always an advantage, and that's something that WCU really wants to work on. And we're going to see Majarshin and Gummy trying to go around the side, placing that teleporter to get back up. Gummy going in now, or Majarshin going in, trying to get that back line, getting a decent bit of damage, chasing down, trying to get Ishan knocked out, not able to do so. Boo does find the Baptiste ammo field. Robo Eagle finding Gummy's mech suit, Majarshin, and Slumped. Y finding Boo, leaving Gummy and Tofu as the only two to push on point. I think they're going to play a little bit safe here as Gummy and Tofu both do get found. It is the team kill for the Serpents.
WCU was able to make up tons of space there, but they weren't really able to capitalize off of it, sadly.
I mean, WCU getting fairly close to all of their ults except for Slumped, who switches off the Tracer over to Widowmaker. An interesting choice on defense. I'm not sure if I like snipers on defense that much or not, or on attack here that much. I would prefer them on defense. Oh, and looking for a quick couple of picks. Shooting into the fray, almost able to do so. Waiting for someone to peek their head. Gets the headshot on Lazy! I mean, we are down one healer in terms of WCU side, but the Widowmaker getting that snipe. Oh, getting the jump! Trying to get the snipe off of that. Robo Eagle does find Gummy's mech suit. Ishan finding Majarshin there. And Robo Eagle then finding Gummy. But WCU still trying to get a lot of chip damage as Boo and Slump are the only ones really trying to keep this attack alive for the moment as WCU takes the time to regroup. We see Gummy switching back over to the Sigma, something that worked so far this match. WCU about at 3 ults here as Widowmaker is once again, or as Slumped is once again looking for picks as Widowmaker trying to find that Ashe for the moment.
Slump trying to get it.
Oh, gets Niles, gets the healer out. That is huge. Oh, gets some more damage onto the healer. Gets the other healer. It's going to be a huge push here from WCU. Y about to fall. Y falls. And Robo Eagle falls. Ishan falling. That is a team kill for WCU.
WCU going back onto the point, trying to push it as quick as possible.
I mean, that all starts from Widowmaker there. Oh my gosh, trying to hit the 360 no scope.
360.
Or trying to get the 360 scope. That would have been insane from Slumped. Slump does see that push attempt from Zen on the side. Zen's gonna Transcendent here.
Ooh. UBCO popping 2 ults, maybe. Yeah, just 2 ults.
3 here as Sojourn goes in. Gummy finding Niles, Slump finding Y. Ishan finds Medja and Slump. A 2-2 trade so far, and there's Lazy's mirror or window come out. Boo finds Lazy, Robo Eagle finds Boo. And it is still just an even fight at the moment as Robo Eagle does find Gummy and then finds Tofu. So WCU now has to recover this. Oh my god,
now.
Stopped 0.1 meters away from getting that checkpoint. Oh my goodness, WCU has to go in and get a touch really quick here. We do see some jump over to Tracer and Majarshin switch over to Cassidy, who I think going to try and be the one to go in and get the touch as UBCO keeps moving away from, keeps moving their point back. And we are now in overtime. WCU needs to keep pushing as much as they can. Gummy finds Niles, Y finds Medja. And we do see the Sigma ult come up, finding...
Gets the BAP.
And that BAP ammo field is down, which we do need to be careful of. And WCU is going to mostly get found here, leaving it up to Tofu, who's not going to quite be able to get it. Serpents going up 2-1 in this series. WCU being just a little behind on that point. And as we take a second here to look at play of the game, UBCO goes up 2-1, and Slumped getting that play of the game as that Junkrat. That was beautiful there. The triple kill and then the kill here on... Oh, he got... Did Slumped get a team kill? Slumped got the team kill alone. Oh my word. Beautiful. We will be right back as UBCO goes up 2-1 in the series.
Welcome to Esperanza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as I made a joke that I definitely cannot on stream
Yeah.
just beforehand. But I am back with Sponge, Dis now out looking over something as we enter map 4. WCU down 1-2 against UBCO Serpents. As Sponge takes the director's approach, looking for a beautiful camera shot of something that doesn't matter.
Here's an interesting fact. People have theorized that those walls would have been made by the NECC support. This was back in season 2 when they were like, oh yeah, the next hero will be support, and you could find hints on Esperanza and Midtown. So people were theorizing that maybe the NECC support might
And
make walls.
I mean, that could be interesting, but we do see that Mango popping something, I believe a Clash of Clans code, and Slump's not wanting to associate with the people who are playing Clash of Clans.
Fair enough, Slumped.
And WCU Black having some fun in chat before we get started. Definitely seeing some of that team chemistry coming out once again. Hopefully this will alter the course of how this push map will go. The momentum for WCU's offense definitely died as they went defense first last map. And there's going to be a 10-minute round guaranteed, because I don't think either team will have enough to push the full way. And it's going to be a hard-fought battle from start to finish.
Oh, and definitely. And as we've seen here, Deshaun does get the pick onto Boo. J-Riz's immortality kill goes down, but WCU fighting tooth and nail to try and stay in.
I mean, J-Riz with the Baptiste, I'm not sure I like that choice. Come on, J-Riz, you got to figure it out, man.
That's interesting. Slumped, trying to duck a kill out here.
Robo Eagle finding the mech and Ishan finding Gummy. Robo Eagle then finds J-Riz and Ishan finding Meja. WCU now down most of their squad as Slumped just about gets taken out. And, I mean, it's within a few meters right now. And, I mean, I'm not sure how I like the push maps. The push maps are definitely interesting, but they're not necessarily my favorite way to play.
Well, the push maps, they are very much 2CP-like in the sense that, you know, you need the momentum in order to win the game. And this is push maps are generally just movement battles to see who can push. Who has the better, you know, who has won more fights.
I mean, speaking of winning fights, Slumped and Boo taking out 3 of UBCO's team as Niles falls now once again to Boo. Slumped finding the mech of Robo Eagle and Boo finding Robo Eagle. Boo getting 4 of those kills. Goodness, WCU trying to take momentum back really fast here, and it's not that far. 32 meters seems like a lot, but that is not a ton on push.
It definitely isn't. But, however, WCU can gain the momentum to match UBCO here.
WCU has already popped 1 ult from Slumped, and so far the rest of their team is just about at their ults, and UBCO Serpents not using any of their, of their ults at this point in time. Robo Eagle probably going to be close here with the mech. Ishan and Amphi and Lazy now all have theirs. Might be taking some here as we do see Gummy. Oh, as we see Ishan getting a double kill with the on Madrashan and J-Riz. Gummy finds Robo Eagle, Boo finds Amphi. And so that is, Ishan finding Slumped there. A team kill against WCU, but I mean, momentum quickly shifting once again. Back and forth, back and forth. This is the map that WCU Black did come back on, though. Crimson had a huge start last week, and Black was able to push back and get control once again.
However, WCU might at least have the numbers advantage here coming in, considering UBCO only had 2 on bot, while WCU had like 4 coming back.
So we'll see. I mean, the nice thing about this game mode is there's no shortage of fights. It is just team fight after team fight after team fight. Ishan finds Boo there, who can get back fairly quick as Reaper with that teleport and then the shadow jump. J-Riz gets picked though. by Robo Eagle. I think that's going to be an issue here as Majartian gets picked as well. The two supports for WCU can't seem to stay alive, which is definitely hurting them. Slumped falling now as well, or once again.
WCU probably trying to reset there.
I would hope so. I would assume so. But at this point, you can't assume anything with either of these teams. I mean, we thought for sure that WCU was going to have that last round, and they just couldn't get that last meter to the point, or to the checkpoint. And the round before, we thought UBCO definitely was going to get that, and WCU held them off. So we cannot know how this is going to end. Boo teleports up, though. Or Boo teleports up, starts taking on Amphi, both.
No, Slump started taking on Amphi.
Ah, well. Oh, we do see Tracer Pulse Bomb come out. Robo Eagle stops Slump's Pulse Bomb.
Ooh, Amphi goes down.
Gummy does find Amphi, which is a huge piece. I mean, WCU has to get aggressive here. If they don't, then they're going to just be quickly taken out. Boo finds Ishan. Robo Eagle finds J-Riz with a melee attack. Goodness me, you don't see many melees coming from tanks, aside from Reinhardt.
That is yeah, true, but that is big though. WCU did stagger Robo Eagle, meaning that UBCO has to wait for their tank in order to re-engage the fight. Although we are in the post phase now, so hopefully UBCO might not get picked. However, UBCO 5 ults, WCU 1.
I definitely want to see some form of change over to May from WCU because I think that's where we really succeed. I mean, Tofu being our resident main at this point in time from what we've seen in competitive play, but having that ability to just shut one person out of their team. Gummy finds Niles and Lazy there.
Both supports there.
J-Riz finds Amphi, Slump finds Robo Eagle's tank, and Robo Eagle falling, not a Slumped. Ishan does pick Majartian and Slumped, but J-Riz takes out Ishan. That is going to be the team kill for WCU.
WCU did win that fight, and they did get the advantage of forcing UBCO to pop 4 ults that one.
And WCU are just about at 2 compared to UBCO's 1. And if Gummy is smart, he can completely nullify Robo Eagle's ult by going in and just blocking it if it goes into a corner.
Definitely.
Which I think that's what WCU is kind of hoping for, is to get this tank out as fast as possible. Robo does find the J-Riz Irmo field really early. J-Riz pops window. Who gets a kill on Lazy, finding 2. Niles after that.
Pushing up. Mike
finds the
3.
Ooh. Slump does find Amphi there as well. Gummy finds Robo and Slump finishes off Robo. Or Gummy finds the mech. Slump finishes off Robo. WCU now getting that first checkpoint and really hoping to push super quick to this second phase where they can get to even the match up with 3.5 minutes left.
WCU does have the advantage of forward spawn at this moment, so WCU can keep winning fights. Knock on wood.
Once again, as little wood as there is in this office where we stream from.
I've been having that curse all night. I don't want to I don't want to curse these guys again, you know.
Again, yeah. It's going to be a contest here, and WCU pushing a little bit.
Gummy nearly going down that fight.
Well, both tanks out of their mech at the moment. Gummy does get taken out, and so does Robo Eagle. Niles takes out J-Riz's Immo field. Amphi just about falls here. Lazy and Niles both sitting pretty, while Majartian is getting attacked a bit, and J-Riz gets taken out, but Lazy does get found by the Slumped Pulse Bomb. Amphi does find Slumped, though.
WCU have to pull out. Mej gets picked here. Ooh, that's going to be big.
And with 2:45 left in this match, and UBCO in possession of the robot, this is going to be a tough comeback for WCU at this point in time because they have to get control and then make it all the way back, push those extra few meters, and then it goes to overtime if everything goes well. Once again, knock on wood. Gets the ult off. Is it going to take anyone?
Ooh,
finds both
2.
supports
Finds 3.
with the Risu. Gets Amphi. Amphi does find Slumps. Robo Eagle finding J-Riz's Immo field, but that is going to be it for the moment. Gummy does find Robo Eagle's mech. Going to try and chase down someone. Boo finds Ishan, and Majartian finds Robo Eagle. A lot of just control here in terms of the fights from WCU. Not using too many ults, being smart about which ones they use and when. And so far, it's been working in their favor.
The ult usage on WCU is pretty good at this point. WCU able to push back the bot. It does seem like they have the momentum as of right now.
I mean, all we have, though, for the moment is the J-Riz window, which isn't necessarily the best. Robo Eagle does find J-Riz's ammo field. Gummy now out of the suit, has to start from scratch with D.Va, and there is 4 kills on WCU, looking for the 5th, and there's going to be, pretty soon I feel like it's going to be slumped, and there it is. That is a team kill against WCU, and that's going to set them back a lot with 1.5 minutes left in this game.
Although WCU still has forward spawn here, but they do have a minute to try and recontest, hopefully get it just a little bit past UBCO's push.
And we might, Boo did get taken out as he used his ult. J-Riz the only one on WCU with the ult. Slumped about to get theirs, and he does. Robo Eagle still has the D.Va ult though, which is something to be concerned with. J-Riz pops the window to go in to try and get double damage and double heals. Not looking to do too much. The ammo field does get found, and J-Riz gets found by the D.Va ult from Robo Eagle. Majartian finds Amphi.
Trying to save his team, stopping the Sojourn here.
Boo gets taken out as well just now from Robo Eagle, which is a little bit worrisome. And oh, Sojourn gets 3, or gets 2 really fast. Oh my goodness.
Gets 4.
Gets 4 on with Slumped, and Boo now the only
able
one.
to gain the momentum to push the bot. Hopefully WCU able to stop.
20 seconds left. We need WCU to get back in this fight and get back and win a little bit as UBCO keeps pushing that a bit forward. We're going to be entering overtime here soon with 15 seconds left on the clock. It's going to be a deciding team fight, and then we're going to have one more if everything goes well here for WCU. Which is the emo field coming out from J-Riz. It's going to get taken out by Amphi. Who's going to be the first one to fall in this fight? And it looks like it's going to be Boo falling to Lazy. We're in overtime. WCU has to win this fight to stay alive in this game. Slumpt finds Robo down the mech suit. So is WCU's now. Both teams down their mech suit. Gummy a lot closer. There goes Kitsune Rush. There's the Reaper ult.
Picks 1. Might get 2 here. Gets 2.
Oh, and there's 3. There's the mech suit once again. There's the kill on Boo. And there's the kill on Gummy, and that's going to do it. WCU not going to be able to get back in time, and that is going to be it tonight. Unfortunate for WCU.
WCU
falling.
Putting their heart out, having to fight tooth and nail every single match. Gummy does get the play of the game here.
I mean, I can't say I am upset with that. And again, once again, or as last week, so is this week, I am not upset with WCU's performance. The scoreboard doesn't show the actual results of the game, and I mean, sometimes.
Yeah.
There are nights where yes, but I think that tonight WCU really showed where they shined. That's the word.
Yes.
WCU showing where they shined, and they overall UBCO had a bit closer, or had a few more fights swinging their way, and that's about all we can say with that. I think that the best thing that WCU Black can do is just keep working and keep pushing.
Yes.
They are not wanting to slow down, and I think they need to carry this momentum from having 2 phenomenal battles each week, or having every battle be phenomenal each week. Just a couple of things not going in their favor, a couple of luckier headshots on the opposing team, and Black definitely has a chance to stay back in this and come back. They belong in this division, and I think that they need to just work a little bit extra this week and practice once again to then find that final push to get their first victory. And I feel like once they get their first victory, we are going to hear hoops and hollers across the arena and for hours after.
We definitely will. And we do wish Black a good rest of their season, as we will be watching closely. However, we are out of time. Do join us tomorrow for our Rocket League games.
There are 3 tomorrow night, which is surprising enough. We have Crimson playing at 6 p.m. and then Slate playing at both 7 and 8. So be sure to tune in if you have the time. But for now, I am JoJo's Mojo, joined by Disagree and Sponge. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your night.